Hi, I'm Chelsea, and today we're going to focus on stretching the hips to really help gain mobility for running, jogging, and even those everyday activities. Let's get started. Go ahead and lie on the back, keeping the feet planted. We'll start with the left side. So allow that left knee to fall to the ground, lengthen that leg out, and then slide that foot back. Good. So planting it in that starting position again. So let's go ahead and do that 4 more times. Finding a little breath to that, really allowing that leg to relax. Nice. Last one, just like that. And we're going to reverse. So lengthen that leg out. Rotate within the hip socket, bringing that knee closer, and then plant the foot. Beautiful. Such a great way to start warming up that hip. Getting that full range of motion right here. Good. Let's do the other side. So again, starting by allowing that knee to drop, lengthen that leg out, and then slide that foot up. And you want to try and keep both hips still staying on the ground. So keeping that hip planted. Nice. One more just like that. And we'll reverse. So lengthen out, rotate, bring it back up, and plant. Nice. If you need a slower pace, feel free. Do whatever your hips are telling you need. Nice. Last one. So lengthen that left leg out. Let's bring that right knee into the hip or the chest. Nice. Pausing right here and finding that twist. So left hand, slowly bringing that knee down. If you need a pillow, block, anything right here, you can for support. And let's find that twist. So lengthening that right arm out, taking that gaze to the right side. Find your breath right here and just allow that back to open up. Nice little stretch in that hip as well. Now I'm gonna lengthen my right arm and my left arm out. And with that right hand, I'm gonna take it all the way around to meet that left. Beautiful. Open it back up. Again, all the way up and over. And open back up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, open. Good. Slide onto the back. Bring that knee into the chest. One more big hug. And lengthen it back out. Other side. So left knee into the chest. Finding that pause again. Right hand stays on that knee. Find that twist. If you need to drop it and then open up that arm. Find your breath real quick right here. It's always good. Take it nice and easy. And now we're going to open both arms up into a T. Nice. Left arm, if you'd like, goes all the way up and over to meet that right hand. And then open back up. Again, inhale, close it. Exhale, open back up to that T. Last time, inhale. And exhale to that T. Come onto the back, give the knee a big hug. And let's go ahead, lengthen that leg up, and we'll kind of come up to a seated position. All right, keep that left leg out long. We're keeping the right foot flexed, and we're gonna cross it over. Allow that knee to relax. Find the sits bones, nice long spine, walk the hand forward. So if you want to grab hold of the foot, you can, but right next to the ankle is perfectly fine. You're still getting that nice long reach. Finding that breath right here, you're gonna feel a nice long and deep stretch underneath that leg. Nice, 10 more seconds right here. Big inhale. As you exhale, try and get a little closer. Nice, slowly walk it up. All right, keep the leg where it is. We're gonna bend that left knee, bringing the heel closer to that chest. So a little seated figure four. From here, roll the shoulders back, really open up that chest. Again, find that breath. Nice. If this is too deep of a stretch for you, you can lengthen that foot out a little bit further away or bring it closer for a deeper stretch. Nice, 2 more breaths right here. Good, keep the feet where they are. We're gonna slowly drop that knee down, planting that foot. Good, bring the hip down. And from here, we're gonna lengthen that left arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, find that twist, so hooking that arm onto that knee. Yep, so with that other hand, I like to place it behind the hips. Find that lengthen in the spine and keep rotating right here. Beautiful. If you can, complete that twist by taking the gaze back behind you. Good, one more full deep breath right here. And slowly start to unwind. Good, we're gonna switch other side. So undo that leg, lengthen the right leg out, and then we'll take that left leg to the other side of that knee. From here, allow that knee to drop, find that lengthen and reach it forward. Nice. Now, if you find that foot on top is too much as well, you can always place it beside that knee instead of on top. But this is a great deep stretch to add to your daily routine if you need. Nice, almost there. Take a big inhale right here. Exhale, try to get a little lower. And we'll slowly walk it up. Nice. Keep the feet where they are, but bend that bottom leg, figure four. Nice. Try not to bend that spine, really lengthen that spine. Good. 10 more seconds right here. Embrace that stretch. Good. Allow that knee to fall, that foot to plant. Plant that hip. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, find that twist, hooking it on that knee. Good. Again, I'm planting that hand behind the hips, pressing down to really embrace that twist. Find that breath right here. Good. 7 more seconds. Good. Coming back. Again, undo the feet. We're going to keep the feet planted and windshield wipers side to side. So I'm allowing the knees to drop side and side. Nice and easy. Feel a nice stretch in that low back as well. Good, and we're gonna come into something called a fire log. So, still thinking of the flexed foot. So we're gonna flex that right foot and then bring it parallel to the front of our mat. With that other foot, again, flex it, and I'm gonna place it right on top. So stacking it on that knee and heel. All right, allowing things to kind of open up a little bit more. Now, find that lengthen in the spine again. You can walk the hands forward or just find that nice seated position. Now, if we take the hands forward, It definitely presses on the knees to open up a little bit more. So it's just what you need for the day. Find that little spot, that little nice stretch in there, not too tight, but a nice good stretch, and find that breath. We're gonna hold here for a little bit longer than we have been, okay? So really embrace those exhales, and this will show a lot of benefits in those hips. Let's go for about 10 more seconds right here. A nice slow 10 seconds. If you'd like to take the gaze down in front of you or close the eyes, you can. Beautiful. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming out of this, you can help ease the feet off. And we're setting up for windshield wiper again. So just rocking the knees side to side. And setting up for the other side. So we'll bring that left leg in front, again flexing that foot. Take that right leg, plant it on that knee, and really allow that hip to open up. Beautiful. Lengthen that spine, exhale, take it forward or stay nice and lengthened. Good, just be in this present moment. Being aware of the rise and fall of the chest. Allowing the body to sink into this stretch with each exhale. And again, taking the gaze down or even closing the eyes. And we'll think of that breath still. We'll take 4 more full breaths right here. Really deepening that exhale with each breath. And one last one together. Inhale. And exhale, let it out. Good. Slowly unwind, planting the feet back down, windshield wiper side to side. It's a deep one, so if you need to do it in sections and not stay as long, that's okay. All right. Last little one. Let's take that left leg out. Keep that right knee bent. Find that lengthen in the spine. Inhale that right arm all the way up. Exhale, fold it to the side. So I'm really finding that lengthen right here. And actually, let's find that lengthen in the foot too by pointing that foot. We've been flexing all day. Let's start to point. Beautiful. Find that lengthen here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, we're going to walk the hands forward. So keeping the hips glued to the ground. Find that lengthen in the spine and keep that rotation in the leg. And just pause here for a couple seconds. Good. If you want to take it onto the forearms or a little closer to the ground, you can. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Walk it up. And let's switch sides. So bend that left knee, lengthen the right leg out. Again, find that rotation. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, reach it as we lengthen out. Nice. Feeling that stretch along the side. Don't let that hip sink up. Really keep both hips planted. Nice. Inhale all the way back up. Again, exhale, walk it forward. Just on the hands, the forearms, wherever you are today. Nice. Good. Holding here for another 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Walk it up. All right. This is the last one. Let's take those legs all the way out, both sides. Find that point. Inhale, lengthen that spine up. Exhale, walk it forward. And again, wherever you are today, if you want just the arms out in front of you, that's fine. Maybe it's just right here and you're finding that rotation. Wherever you are today, find that breath. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. Remember, this is the last stretch, so really settle in. Try and keep a nice straight spine. And hold for 5 more seconds. Take a big inhale right here. Exhale, maybe get a little lower to the ground. And inhale, walk it all the way up. Now, just to end on a good note, let's bring both legs in, plant the feet. Let's windshield wiper side to side one last time. Beautiful. Great job today, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel nice and loose in the hips, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you.